Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining me. I'm Cheryl, and this is Your Journey Yoga. I invite you to grab a bolster. If you don't have a bolster, a folded blanket or a towel, a pillow that is fairly dense, something that will just assist us to help relax and really find a beautiful, beautiful place to stretch. Just surrendering into some poses. Today, just a gentle, loving, I hate to say the word lazy, but when you're just not having a ton of energy, but you know you need to do something, it doesn't mean it's not work and that you're not going to feel it, but it's not going to be as challenging as flow yoga, if you will. We're going to give ourselves an opportunity to hold poses a little bit longer, which can be challenging in and of itself, to slow down and really just embrace the stretch and breathe through it. So there shouldn't be any pain. That's not what we mean. So it should feel really relaxing, calming, and cleansing. So we're working to create space and just find a beautiful place in the head, the heart, and the body. A seated position that feels good to you. You can sit up on that bolster already if the hips are feeling a little bit tight and that just feels like a better place for you. Otherwise, keep it handy off to the side. Let's roll those shoulders up and back and let your shoulders slide down and away. Happy New Year, my friend. Oh my goodness, can you even believe 2025? How crazy. Roll that left shoulder up and back and let your shoulders slide down and away. Appreciate you adding me into your day. Roll that shoulder up and back and shoulders slide down and away. Close your eyes, sit up nice and tall, bring your hands down by your sides. If you're sitting up on that bolster yet, you might not be able to reach the floor. It's okay. Press those fingertips or the palms down towards the mat, and as you exhale, lean your head to the right. So this is all about being gentle and kind to your body today. So I want you on the intensity scale, we're going to stay more around a 5 or even less. Just feel that good stretch, but nothing too intense. Inhale it back up, and as you exhale, lean your head to the left. Right palm just gently pressing down towards the ground, or reach those fingertips down. Inhale, head up nice and tall, reach it high. And exhale, lengthen, hinge it forward. Now you might want to come off of that bolster, or you can stay on it. Just gently release the weight of the upper body down. Let your hands support you. Just let yourself surrender in. Being mindful of the knees, the ankles, feeling that great stretch in the lower back. Lifting slightly, let's walk the hands to the right, reaching through the left fingertips. Keep that left sit bone connected to the mat and let your head be heavy. As we start our new year, I hope it's a great one. Intentions throughout the year. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk it back through center, and then over to the left, reaching through those right fingertips. Let your head be heavy. I don't know if you're a New Year's resolution person. I kind of have mixed emotions about that, but if you are, and if that works for you, I love it. My intention's always just to be a little bit better than I was last year. So whatever that means, right? Inhale, lift, come back through center, walk your fingertips out. So with each day that passes, we learn more. Hopefully you're exploring more, going on some great adventures. Inhale, circle the hands back by your hips. Big circle those arms up and overhead. Finding a balance between work and fun. Take that left hand down, right arm up and over. Continuing to learn, roll that right shoulder back, look it up, right along the inside of that right arm. Inhale, both arms come up, reach it high. And exhale, release that right hand down, left arm up and over. Just warming up the body so that we can hold the deeper stretches for a little bit longer. A little roll of that left shoulder back, looking up along the inside of that left arm. Inhale, both arms come up. And gently pull those elbows back and down. Open the chest. Oh, looking up just slightly. Inhale, reach it high. Interlace your fingers, bring your hands behind your head, and as you exhale, chin to chest, close your elbows around your ears. Inhale, head up nice and tall, open the elbows wide, and then just gently release the weight of the head back into your hands. Open your heart. You can close your eyes if you like, relax your jaw. Inhaling it up nice and tall. Release your hands, extend those arms, and gently let your arms float down by your sides. Let's switch so the other leg is in front, and bring those hands back down by your sides, pressing the palms towards the ground. As you exhale, turn and look out over your right shoulder, just as far as you can turn your head. We nod the head yes, twice. And we bring it back through center and then over to the left, looking out over that left shoulder just as far as you can turn your head. And a little nod of your head, yes, twice. We turn it back to face center. And as you exhale, release your chin down towards your chest. With the chin towards the chest, roll those shoulders up and back, and shoulders slide down and away. Shift your hands to the base of the knees, just to the top of the shins. Take a big breath in, press the chest forward, arch your back, lift your gaze, seated cat and cow. Exhale, hollow your tummy and chest, press your spine towards the back, tuck your chin. Inhale, press it through, arch your back, lift your gaze. And exhale, hollow. One more time, each direction, press it through. And exhale, hollow. Inhale it up nice and tall. Let's bring those feet out in front of us, bringing the soles of the feet together. And again, at any point, you can sit up on that bolster or be down on the floor. So the bolster is just totally up to you if it feels good to you. We're going to pull those heels in as close as feels good to you. Again, we're keeping that intensity around a 5 or less. If you want to go more, yes, you can. But this is all meant to be very gentle. We're going to gently open those knees out to the side, and then we're going to inhale and lift the knees. And exhale, gently let them float back down. You can use a little intensity, those inner thighs, to help press those knees down. Inhale, lift. And exhale, let those knees gently press towards the floor. Again, one more time. Inhale, lift. And exhale, sink. Just pressing those knees out, lengthening through the crown of the head, and slowly just hinge it forward. Again, keep that intensity a little bit less than normal. Gentle, gentle, gentle. Make sure the knees are happy. Make sure the hips happy. The lower back is happy. And slowly we rise. And let's take those feet out and away from us just a little bit. Knees are going to open out once again. Hands just anywhere along your shins that feel good. And again, hinge it forward. If it feels right to you, bring your hands forward and relax the weight of the upper body down. Cleansing, calming, comforting. Letting go of tension and stress through those exhales. Letting the body just sink into it wherever it's ready to go. Starting at the tailbone, ever so slowly roll it up. Just let your hands slide up along the floor and then up along those shins, and we're going to draw the knees towards one another. Soles of the feet to the mat. Open up your feet just a little bit, and feet are out and away from you enough that you can sit up nice and tall. Bring that right hand behind you. Left arm is going to reach straight up towards the sky, and then we're going to cross the back of the left arm to the outside of that right knee. A little resistance as you press against the knee, so try not to let that right knee pull in too much. Just a gentle work against the arm as you turn and take your gaze out over that back shoulder. Gently release that left arm, reach it high, circle it around behind you. Right arm comes up and over the back of the right arm against the outside of the left knee, and we gently press. Turning and taking our gaze out over that left shoulder. Breathe. We gently release that right arm, left arm circles up and over, and we're going to release those feet off to the left. I encourage you probably not to be on the bolster for this, but if you absolutely need it, yes. If you want to extend that left leg out straight, you can absolutely do that as well. We take that right hand off to the side, left arm reaches up, and as you exhale, reach that left hand through, reach it back just as far as you can reach. Rolling it back open and reach it high. Now you can move that right hand out a little further if that's better for you. We want to pass it through and get a really nice rotation through the torso. This should feel so good. And then reach it back up. And exhale, pass it through. And reach it up. And let that left arm find that left ankle. Right arm circles up and over. Inhale it back up. Right hand to the floor, come down onto that right elbow, reach through those left fingertips. Make yourself as long as you can down that left side. A little push off with that right hand, one more time each side. How's your breath? We come back up and we switch sides. So kicking those feet off to the side, and again, if you need to extend that right leg straight out, please do. Left hand just to the outside. We're kind of right in line with your hip. Right arm reaching up. And as you exhale, pass that right hand through, reach it back, rotate through that torso, little pops and cracks maybe along the way, little self-adjustment, reach it up. And exhale, pass it through. Reach it up. Keep that core strong. Exhale and pass it through. Reach it up and let that right arm float down to the ankle. Left arm up and over. Big long stretch in the waist, through the ribs, through the shoulder. Inhale it back up. Come over onto that left hand. You can come down onto that left forearm. Reach through those right fingertips. And a little push off with that left hand. Take it up and over one more time, each direction. Feels good. Lengthen and reach. And inhale it back up nice and tall. And let's turn and extend those legs out nice and long. Another opportunity here to use your bolster. You can sit on it. If the hamstrings are really tight, you can slide the bolster underneath those knees for a little bent knee. This feels really good. Feet are about hip width apart, so you don't have to have those knees side by side. And we're just going to fold forward. Tummy coming down, chest coming down, head coming down. So your head should fit nicely just between your legs. If you prefer the legs to be super close together, yes, you can. This is all about taking care of your body. I have my hands resting on the tops of my feet. That can feel pretty good. I give a little gentle press, toes towards the floor, and just a little pointing of the foot, stretching along the top of the feet and the front of the shins. You certainly do not have to do that, but it can feel kind of good. And then slowly we come back up. Stacking each vertebra, hands just kind of slide right along those legs. And then we take those arms out. A little challenge for the core. Slowly we take it back. And we're going to pull that bolster in a little closer. I like to just press it with my feet. Take it with my hands, and then we're going to slide it right underneath the bum. Let your lower back rest on it. Your bottom's resting on it. And then we're going to pull one knee in towards your chest and then the other. Go ahead and hold on to that bolster just so it doesn't scoot out from underneath you. And then let those knees just gently be pulled in. Hands can be down by your sides. You can actually rest your hands across your shins, interlacing your fingers. Whatever feels good to you. You can even take your arms up and overhead. Just a really nice release in that lower back. So we're going to add just a little bit of spice. If you're like, oh my gosh, this feels great, just stay here. If you wish, go ahead and extend those legs. If all of a sudden the intensity just went through the roof, back it off a little bit. You don't have to extend those legs all the way. You can keep a soft bend in those knees. I want you to find a place that just feels really good. So we've got hamstrings, we've got some glutes, we've got some lower back, definitely got some calves. Make sure there's no pressure in the neck. Just should feel really good. Okay, this is all about taking care, a little TLC, a little love, always, always. And once again, we bend the knees, draw the heels towards your bottom. And gently place your right foot to the mat, knee is bent. Left foot to the mat, knee is bent, and we're in a supported bridge. Big, full, deep breaths. Now, if it feels good to you, go ahead and start to extend that right leg. This is going to give us a deeper hip flexor stretch. Make sure the lower back feels happy. Now this one, the intensity might bump up a little bit. If it's too intense with that bolster, you can absolutely come back to your bridge and pull that bolster out from underneath you. We just want it to feel really nice. And gently pull that right knee back in and extend that left leg out. So you don't have to extend it all the way out. And if you ever need to adjust kind of where your shoulders are sitting, where the bolster is sitting, adjust. This can feel great too if ever your tummy is not feeling great. Just this gentle little stretch, bridge pose, particularly supported bridge, always helps my tummy when it's not feeling great. And now we draw that left knee back in. Again, drawing one knee in at a time and just release through that lower back. Sometimes those hip flexor stretch and go ahead and wiggle your hips a little bit, your buns, your tail, if you will. Sometimes that lower back might not love that hip flexor stretch, but it's really good for you. Just give your back some love. And gently place one foot to the mat and then the other. And we are going to lift the bum, pressing up to our bridge pose, pressing that bolster out of the way. And we're going to use that bolster right underneath the knees. So however it feels good to you. And again, if you have a towel or you have a blanket, you can kind of bunch that up, supporting your knees. It might be a little bit lower for you. It might be a little bit higher. So depending upon the tool that you are using. And like I said, you don't have to. So if it's feeling like more of a burden or a frustration today, that goes against everything that we're trying to get done. So just remove it if that's better for you. Find your breath, slow it down. Let's go ahead and pull the knees in. Go ahead and grab your bolster, and we're going to pull it kind of off to the side, out of the way. Bring the hands behind your knees and rock yourself up. Place the bolster behind you, right up against your bum. And we're going to lower ourselves back. Now, if you need support for the neck, make sure the bolster or another blanket or another pillow is there to support. Otherwise, you can let that head just gently fall back. Arms open out to a T. You can take those arms overhead. If you're taking special care of shoulders, then it's a better position for you to have your hands resting on your tummy or down by your sides. So just someplace where you feel a really nice stretch opening through the chest. Big, full, deep breaths. Now we can keep those knees bent, or if you like, you can extend those legs out long. our supported fish. If that head is gently dropping back, crown of the head towards the floor, and that throat nice and open, that's our fish. Chest is lifted. Just not nearly as much work as when we have those arms underneath us, resting on the forearms. I love this pose. This is great if you have any kind of minor head cold, feeling stuffy. This really helps to open sinuses, opens your heart if ever you're feeling kind of down and you just need to open your heart a little bit to a little more loving energy. This is awesome for that. If ever you're feeling kind of icky through the throat. Again, nice for when you have a tummy ache, minor, always, guys, listening to. So when you don't feel good, you don't want to exacerbate things by doing something that is a little more taxing than your body is ready for. We want it to feel good. Bringing your hands down by your sides. Slowly we begin to rise. You can use your hands for support. Go ahead and place that bolster off to the side. And again, go ahead and lower yourself down. We pull that left knee in. Bolsters on the right. Right hand to the outside of that left knee and just gently guide it across your body. Resting the inside of the knee on your bolster or your pillow. Shin is supported, and we turn and look out over that left arm. Find your breath. Releasing that right hand, rolling it back to center. Extending left leg to the sky, point your toes, lengthen your leg, little external rotation through your hip, and slowly lower your leg down. And allow it to come to rest. We transfer that bolster over to the left side. If you have somebody that can help you move stuff so you don't have to, that would be ideal. I'm just teasing. We can do it ourselves. Pulling that right knee in. Right arm extends out to a T. Left hand to the outside of the right knee and just gently pull your leg across. A little bolster assistant. That's what we need. That left hand just resting on the outside of the knee. We turn and look out over that right arm. And gently releasing. Rolling back to center. Extending that right leg to the sky. Point your toes, lengthen your leg, little external rotation through your hip, and slowly lower your leg down. And allow it to come to rest. Make sure your bolster is out of the way. We extend those arms up and overhead. Now, if that's not great for your shoulders, I encourage you to come to a place that feels okay to you, and we're just going to move the upper body. If it is right for you, we lift the upper body and we shift ourselves up to the top left corner of our mat. I like to hold on to my hand just to make sure that they stay pretty close, but if that causes tension in your shoulders or your neck, that's not great. Find a place that feels good to you. Now lift that left leg and move it down to the bottom left corner of your mat and cross that right ankle over the left. Now you're going to feel that right side of your pelvis try and lift off of the mat. I want you to just gently press it down. A little crescent shape or a little banana stretch. Just this beautiful stretch all the way down the right side of the body. Breathe. We lift just slightly. We move back through center with the upper body, and then we take that right leg and we take it all the way down to the very bottom right corner of the mat, crossing that right ankle up and over the left ankle over the right, and then we lift and bring that upper body to the top right corner of the mat. And again, holding those hands if that's okay for you, and then just gently work that left side of your pelvis down to level it out. So the right side of my body is a whole lot tighter than my left, apparently, but it still feels really good, just not quite as intense on this side. So as we move and we explore, we learn things about ourselves, and it shifts day to day, minute to minute, hour to hour. It's kind of funny how whenever you step onto your mat, it can be a totally different journey, even if you do the same practice. So don't have expectations. That's the best way to approach things. Step onto your mat with an open mind and an open heart, and just be ready for whatever is coming. No judgments, no criticisms, some aha moments along the way. Hopefully lots of good groans that feel good. Hopefully zero pain. We never want pain. Go ahead and lift the upper body back through center. Lift that left leg, come back to center. Pull your right knee in towards your chest. Hands to the shin, just below your knee. If you need to bring that left foot in a little bit and bend that knee, that's perfectly fine. Releasing your left hand out to a T, we're going to guide that right knee up and out slightly towards your armpits. Go ahead and roll the ankle, point and flex your foot. Again, Happy New Year. I hope 2025 is going to be a magical year for you in every way. Coming back to center. Gently release that right foot down. Again, you can extend that leg out or you can keep the knee bent, and we pull that left knee in. Hands to your shin, just below your knee. Right arm out to a T. We pull that left knee up and out towards your armpit, and we're going to point and flex the foot. Just a little love for the ankle and for the foot. And we draw that left knee back to center. Right knee pulls in. Take a moment here when you're ready, transitioning up to a seated position however you wish. We come back to easy pose. You're welcome to sit up on your bolster or sit on the mat. Close your eyes. Rest your hands comfortably and take some big deep breaths in and out through the nose. There's a soothing sense of calm, a sense of peace running through the body as we work to remove any blockages, to create space, and to promote just that flow of positive energy. We take a moment here, setting an intention for our day, and letting that intention guide us today. We started with some loving kindness, or maybe you finished with some loving kindness. Wherever you are in your day, I hope it's been amazing. I hope as we enter into 2025, you will continue with your self-care. I hope that I can be a part of it, but thank you for including me today. We bring our hands to heart center. A gentle tuck of your chin down towards your chest. We take a moment of gratitude. Some affirmations as we begin our new year. I am ready for new adventures. I feel safe and strong in who I am. I trust the process of life. I know that I am not alone in this journey. I honor and celebrate what this year has in store for me. I feel loved and supported on this journey. Gently lift your face, open your eyes. My friend, thank you, thank you, thank you for being here today. Take care of yourself, be well, and I always look forward to the next time. It's an honor and a privilege. Until the next time, namaste.